Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen. And today we're not doing a recipe. I'm going to show you one of the most amazing buffets you've ever seen. I just got back from Mexico. We were at the Royalton in Cancun. Amazing resort. It's quite large, but it's broken up into different areas, so it doesn't seem like it's that big. However, their buffet is one of the best I've seen ever. It's a buffet marché, they call it. It's open at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they serve food pretty much all day long with gaps in between so that they can prepare for the next service. But at breakfast time they do 2,000 people. Yes, 2,000 people for breakfast. And then they do 1,500 for lunch, and they'll do at least 1,200 for dinner. There's 12 other restaurants in the resort that have their own specialties, whether it be Japanese food or steak or seafood or whatever. I mean, there's just so many choices. But I have to say one of my favorites is the buffet marché, simply because I can go in there and get just about anything I want under the sun. And you're going to see what I mean afterwards, because I'm going to take you on a tour. First, we're going to talk to a couple of sous chefs. I'm going to talk about a couple questions of their operations, and then I'll take you on a video tour of the entire breakfast buffet. This is just the breakfast buffet, and then they have to reset again for lunch. And at the end of that, I'm going to have a bunch of stills that I want to pay tribute to a lot of the staff that were taking care of us while we were there, not just at the buffet, but all over the resort. So if you want to see some neat pictures of some really cool people, stay tuned for the end. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. As I said, it's just bloody amazing what they do all the time. Great service, great people, the food's fantastic. Let's get going. So here we are at the Marché buffet at the Royalton in Cancun, and let's go and talk to a couple of the sous chefs to get a bit of an insight before we actually go inside and take a look at what they have to offer. It's quite an amazing feat when you consider they are doing this 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Let's take a look. So today I have the privilege of having two of the sous chefs. There's 4 sous chefs that are operating here at Royalton Cancun, Puerto Morales. And these guys, who are incredibly busy, as you're going to soon find out, they have taken the time out to explain to me a little bit about what goes on specifically for their one of their restaurants, which is the buffet. It's called the Marché. And so, what's your full name, sir?
My name is José Enrique Chable. I am the sous chef.
And yours?
Mi nombre es Efraín, sous chef del Hotel Igual.
Must hire.
Mi nombre es Efraín, sous chef del hotel también.
Thank you, guys. So I've been here a week, and I can tell you the food's been incredible. We've had a good time. So I got a couple questions to start. One, how many people are there in the resort?
Okay, at the resort we used to have like 2,500 people every day at the resort.
Okay. And then how many people do you serve breakfast? ¿Cuántas personas para desayuno?
For a breakfast we used to have like 2,500 people every day.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Totalmente. Todos entran a desayunar.
And what about for lunch?
1,200.
So 1,500 for lunch. And for dinner?
For dinner we have like 1,200 people.
Every day?
Every day.
Wow, that's amazing. So how many people, when do you start work? When do you start preparation? When do you do your mise en place in the morning?
In the morning we start at 4 a.m. We start to prepare the mise en place, the sauce, bake the sausage, the bacon, everything that we need.
And how many people do you have in the morning to start? ¿Cuántas personas tiene?
18 personas.
So 18 people to start at 4 in the morning, just to get ready for your opening at 7?
Yes, at 7, we open at 7.
Okay.
We have 18 cocineros, 1 sous chef, and 2 chefs de partie.
Wow, that's a lot of staff. And how many people on the line?
On the line, we have 11
on the line.
Yes.
And what are they making?
At the line, we have 11 people we have 5 stations of omelets, crepe station, smoothie station, juice station, the bread station,
Waffles, and the waffle station. I love the omelet station. That's one of the best.
And the most important, the Mexican station.
Of course. And that
every day we have five kind of snack, like empanada, chilaquiles, taquitos dorados, at the Mexican station.
So you got a lot of food, more than anybody can
Y
possibly eat.
Y manejamos un especial del día igual, diario.
You have a special every day.
Especial del
So
día.
what was the special today? Por ejemplo.
Donde metemos gorditas de chicharrón,
Ajá.
gorditas de barbacoa, carnitas, todo lo que
Todas las cosas.
mexicano.
Cada día. Okay, that's amazing. Now, so we know that you go through a tremendous volume of food. What would you say is your biggest challenge or problema when you had COVID?
The biggest challenge.
Despertar.
No.
Los del desayuno.
No, I think actually the biggest challenge that we have is to hire people.
Just
hire people
to get people.
Yes, to get people for the kitchen because only people who stay before with us, they live at their city, at their country.
Right.
Yeah, it's too difficult to come. Que ellos regresen, es muy difícil.
To
Que
get
ellos
them.
regresen
Right.
por la estabilidad.
So it's hard to get them back into the country again,
Yes.
and to get qualified people
Yes.
in the country. Okay. What are you guys the most proud of? What do you feel the best about with Marché? If you had to put it into basic words, what do you feel the greatest about Marché?
Marché, could you repeat the
How do you feel? ¿Cuánto sientes de Marché?
Marché?
Como y su corazón.
Marché. Marché es uno de los restaurantes que realmente ofrece una gran variedad de menú en el mismo lugar.
To have so many
Con
different
diferentes-
menus in one place
con
at one
diferentes
time,
estaciones.
and to be able to execute them all together.
Así es.
And I can see that challenge, and it always blows my mind what a great job you guys do on that. It's amazing. So, having said that, I want to thank you both for taking time. And now we're going to show off the breakfast. This is just the breakfast buffet of what you guys do every day. And from me and from everybody else in the resort that's been here, thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Okay? Gracias.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Gracias, señor.
So here are the dining areas, which at first glance look huge, but they do break them up. These areas that we're looking at right now are for families with children, large groups, but if you want something a little more intimate, you can go into these smaller rooms that are broken up, some which are adult only, and then through those doors you can go and sit out on the terrace. So while it might look immense, they do break it up quite nicely. So let's go down and let's go into the buffet itself and see what they have to offer today. So when you first arrive, they have two islands in the center, as you can see here. You can start off with your normal fare, the Western fare, French toast, waffles, pancakes, which they make here every morning, sauteed mushrooms, potatoes, roast mixed vegetables, and scrambled eggs, but it's Royalton with tomato and jalapenos. And here's where it really makes a difference in your breakfast, is all the details. This is why one of the most difficult meals of the day to prepare from a restaurant standpoint, because it's all about the small things. Pineapple compote, we've got kiwi syrup, papaya compote, guava, apple, chayote, cabbage, zucchini, couscous with vegetables. I've never seen that for breakfast. That's interesting. And these are a bunch of fried sugar breads. Rasa. There we go. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it this time of the morning. The other island has condiments, various cheeses, and now we've got vinegars and oil selection. And if you want to do a charcuterie or European style breakfast, a huge selection of cold cuts, And oh yeah, more cheese. You'll never have to go to the bathroom again. I mean, sorry, is that my outside voice? Let's go and take a look at another section. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite sections, simply because I'm an incredible bread and bun hound. I love everything they make here. They're baking in-house. You can see all the varieties, everything. Look at the baguettes. Dark breads, pumpernickel, all of these, sesame, whole wheat. I mean, that's one thing that the Mexicans can do, aside from many others, of course, but their bread, their baking is just phenomenal, and we wouldn't be complete if we didn't include, oh yeah, postres, or their pastries, not dessert. Well, it could be dessert, depends on how you look at it. Croissants. Morning rolls, pain de chocolat. I mean, it goes on. Oh yeah, for those of you that don't like European style breads, you can always stick to this one, which is quite normal. For them, is a fresh baked donut. You're the donut girl, aren't you?
Yeah, donuts.
Donuts, 3 ways from Wednesday. Muchísimas gracias, ¿eh? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Jocelyn.
Perdón?
Jocelyn.
Justine? Mucho gusto. And more sweets. More pastries. I mean, this is just one side. So there we go with all the baked goods. Just to start. Of course, you can always just have toast too if you want. Let's go look at another section. So the next section we're going to is the Mexican section, of course. And look at this. Remember, this is just breakfast. Go ahead. Just go ahead. This is simply breakfast. This is all a variety have. Just under Mexican. This gentleman, they have different stations, and he's making anything you want with eggs under the sun. Huevos rancheros fresh. We've got, look at all these sauces. Chipotle, pickled habaneros, chili peppers. They make fresh tacos here. She's got some already made for this morning. They also make Mexican chocolate, hot chocolate, which they'll heat up for you once these are pre-made for you. And the same thing with Mexican style coffee. Goes on and on and on. Green sauce, chicken tinga, tinga de pollo, red sauce, tortilla chip. Everything a la carte. You can see all the difference. Buenos dias, chef.
Buenos días, señor.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Bien?
Muy bien, señor. Gracias.
Gracias a ti. Red chili chilies, green chili chilies, all the jams you can imagine, chocolate, Nutella, greens. And then if you want to finish off with something a little bit normal, prepare for us, you can have a jam sandwich. Pancakes, French toast again. Let's go on to the next section. So, just in case at 7 in the morning you have a hankering for the national soup, there's red pozole and green pozole. I mean, this stuff is amazing. Again, I've never seen this for breakfast, but it just gives you an idea of the plethora of food that's available. Rice, red bean stews, hard-boiled eggs, refried beans. Normal fare, you recognize most of this. English muffins. Canadian bacon. Sauteed spinach. Poached eggs. Crepes. A la carte. Again, if you want all of this stuff done up for your omelets, which I will do one at a time. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Excelente, gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas? Patricia, mucho gusto. This is one of many people that are behind the line here. Buenos dias. This is the best omelet maker in the place. He knows how to do American omelets. He knows how to do French omelets. You can do it any way you want.
Pedro.
Sí, gracias, Pedro.
Buenos días, señor.
Okay, más tarde. I'll be back. Or does it say I'll be back? So you can see here all, again, this is another station.
Hola, señor.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, señor.
Okay, we'll see you. Más tarde. Scrambled eggs, cheese omelets, Royalton eggs, eggs and toast, fresh fruit. Hope I'm not boring you yet. I just can't believe always the selection here. All of these granolas that you can mix and match yourself or have them do it for you. I mean, yogurt. Mexican yogurt is some of the best yogurt you'll ever have anywhere. They always talk about probiotics and everything else in Canada and the US and the commercials. Well, they got nothing on Mexican yogurt. Now, if you want to just have something simple like bagel, some lox, how about this? Look at the selection. I mean, it's just simply unbelievable. You could come here every day for like a month and never get through it all. All the different types of bagels, toast your own. We also have a separate area down here for vegetarians. Well, partly vegetarian. We got cauliflower. Here's an entirely new section. Oh yeah, who doesn't want pizza in the morning? Right? Seems like a very natural thing to have. So there they go. Is it anything you can't get here for breakfast?
Yep.
And now the gentleman's making another omelet. ¿Cómo estás, chef?
Muy bien, ¿usted, amigo?
Excelente, gracias.
Hola, amigo.
Okay, buen día, huh? Look at this. You want just fresh fruit? Fresh cut. They go through over 150 kilos of each one of these fruits every day. Buenos días. Yeah, I know. The selection is pretty limited, but what can I say? Now, just in case you thought you were being left out, maybe you want to make a salad in slot. So here's some tuna, spinaches, oh yeah, tofu, sprouts, cottage cheese, baby corn if you have a hankering for that, of course tomatoes. And then we have, okay, let's not forget the children. And a lot of adults that I see sneaking in here. French fries for breakfast. Wieners. Apple and syrup. Who doesn't love apple and syrup? Pancakes. Peanut butter sandwiches. Ham and cheese sandwiches for breakfast. Yogurt with fruit. Or should I say Fruit Loops. But they do have bananas in that one over there. And then there's a fresh fruit bar. Chocolate milk. Milk. Beet juice. Green juice. That's what we heard earlier when the blender was going on. And carrot juice. So there you have it. If you are hungry, this is the place to come. And you know what? Even if you just want to have a little snack and you don't want something to munch on, like quite often I'll just simply have a bagel and lox with some cream cheese. And that'll satisfy me. Or if I'm particularly hungover, I'm going to go for the big greasy breakfast. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have to tell you, the people here are absolutely amazing. Always greet you every morning with a smile on their face, as you can see. And it's not fake, by the way. They're not just smiling because they're told to. They really seem to enjoy what they're doing here. I can't thank you all enough here at Marché for your wonderful food that you put out every day, 7 days a week. If you stay on a little longer, I'm going to show you a roster of a lot of the pictures of the people for Royalton and the staff. Take care.